Hello to you friends. In this video, we are going to learn about two-port networks. Basically, in this two-port networks, we are today going to start and understand ABCD parameters, which is also known as transmission parameters. This is sometimes also called as chain or general circuit parameters. This is the two-port diagram of your ABCD parameters. This is port 1, which is in power system called sending end port, and this is port 2, which is in power system is called receiving end port. Let me tell you one very interesting fact. This is very popular in power system analysis. In power system analysis, it is used for short transmission line, medium transmission line, and long transmission line. Okay, so these parameters are actually very much common and it is widely used in short transmission line, medium transmission line, and long transmission line. This one is on short transmission line, this is on medium transmission line, and this is on long transmission line. Now I would love to classify what is called short, medium or long transmission line, but this is not the scope of this video. I will explain in some other videos that is what is called short transmission line and medium transmission line and long transmission. These are the part of transmission line in power system. Dear students, whatever we are studying in electrical engineering, that is actually summarizes and going towards to help to understand power system. Power system is a big topic, big subject in electrical engineering. Network analysis, be it network analysis, be it machine, be it power electronics, be it instrumentation, etc., all are actually converges towards a main goal to understand to operate power system. Now coming back to ABCD or transmission line parameter, simply transmission parameters, what I'm going to show you in power system, it is called sending end port. We are actually having sending end port, the current parameter I1, the voltage parameter here defined V1. See this. This is receiving end port. This is receiving end port. The port number 2 is specifically termed here as receiving end port. And at this port, we are having parameter I2 and voltage V2. It is defined. See this. This is your voltage current relationship. Earlier to ABCD parameter or transmission line parameter, we have studied Z parameter and Y parameter. For the Z parameter and Y parameter, we have respectively studied voltage current relationship, and we have also seen what was the value of individual parameter in terms of the Z and Y defined there. Now please note one thing, this I2 is inward. This I2 is inward in the diagram. But what happens in power system? In power system, if this is receiving end, we are receiving. Receiving means this will be otherwise outward. This will be in reality outward. This I2 current will be outward. So what we are going to do, we are going to have one thing in power system. In power system, we will treat this as -2. Minus sign. Minus sign. We'll put minus sign. See this. Okay. For the diagram of two port, this one is actually inward towards the network. But in actual, when it is used in power system, what I'm going to do, I am putting minus sign. See this. This is minus sign. This is minus sign. Okay. Just to make it clear that we are actually receiving, we are at port 2, which is receiving at port 2, and what is receiving means that is there will be a load, there will be a kind of load there. A load will be satisfied by the current flowing into the load. Okay, load always draws current from outside. Okay, so this in the picture looks inward, but in reality this I2 will be reality outward. I am shown here. So this is your minus sign. You can mark it. This is minus sign here, just to make sure or incorporate the idea that I2 is flowing into the load. This is the basic thing we have studied since the start of electrical engineering. This is nothing new also. So this is no such big logic. This is so simple. Now let us move towards the next portion. See, this is voltage current relationship. This is V1 is equal to AV2 minus BI2. Call it equation number 1. Call it equation number 1. And I1 is equal to CV2 minus DI2. Call it equation number 2. One thing you must observe here that the V1 and I1 is defined at syndicate port, that is at port number 1. Okay. And this V2 and I2, similarly in equation number 2 also, this V2 and I2 is actually defined at port number 2. Okay. So what I'm going to relate here, that is the output V1 or the output I1 is depending upon the input V2 and I2. V1 is dependent variable, I1 is dependent variable, and V2, I2 in both equations number 1 and 2 are independent variable. On the values of V2 and I2, the value of V1 and I1 is depending. This is so simple observation, and we are actually accustomed to such kind of analysis since the early start of mathematics. See this? The equation, these two equations can be written in matrix form. That is, above equations in matrix form. This is so easy to form. That is, see this V1 and I1 is at output of this equation. That is, the value of V1 and I1 is actually depending upon the value of V2 and I2. It is true for this both equation. So it will be V1 I1 is equal to, write the parameter in the same pattern, A, B, C, D. This is A, B, C, D. Voltage V2 and current I2, but for the power system this current is outward, so put minus I2. Put minus sign before I. That is, this I2 will be outward. This I2 will be outward in power system. Okay. I'm going to repeat it once again. If it is inward, if I2 is inward, it will be simply I2. Okay. And if it is outward, as the actual system power system demands, it will be minus I2. It is so simple. Now let us understand how to calculate, how to find A parameter, B parameter, C parameter, D parameter, that is ABCD parameter. You must have remembered or must have observed that we have done open circuit and short circuit in Z parameter and Y parameter respectively and calculated Z11, Z12, likewise Y11, Y12, and on the similar pattern we are going to short circuit one port or open circuit one port depending upon which parameter to find first. Now see this. This is port number 1. This is port number 2. We have seen this. Now I am giving you the direction in which direction to think. Now if we open the port number 2, what will happen? If it is opened, I2 will be ceased to flow. I2 will be 0. If it is open, see this, if it is open, let. So that will give us I2 value 0, but V2 will exist. Okay, so let us calculate this. Open port number 2. That is, this is port number 2. Open port 2. This implies if port number 2 is open, this implies I2 will be 0. I2 will be 0, but V2 will be there. So what will happen? See this. This will become 0. This will become 0. Okay. So from this equation, this is A is equal to V1 by V2 when I2 is 0. This is called reverse voltage gain. This is called reverse voltage gain, and unit is, this is unitless. Why it is unitless? See the ratio. A is equal to V1 upon V2. The numerator and denominator is having same kind of physical parameter, which is voltage. So volt gets cancelled out, and this is unitless. This is unitless. Okay. Also, see this. If I2 is 0, so this will vanish, this term will vanish, and we'll get from this C is equal to, parameter C is equal to I1 upon V2 under the condition that C is equal to I1 upon V2 under the condition that I2 is 0. When I2 is 0, see from here, this I2 is 0, so it is C is equal to I1 by V2. This is your transfer admittance. See the nature of ratio, it is I upon V. I upon V is your admittance. So what kind of admittance is it? It is transfer admittance, and the unit is mho, that is ohm inverse. Now for the first part we have open circuited port number 2, okay, and we have calculated A and we have calculated C. Now in the next part we are going to short circuit the port number 2. We are going to short circuit port number 2. That means what? If we are going to short circuit port number 2, following thing will happen. Short port number 2, this will give you V2 is equal to 0. Okay, whenever we are shorting something, it means what? The voltage of that shorted path or shorted thing will be 0, but current will be there, current will be high. But we are not here actually requiring the amount of current to need to calculate the amount of current here. So what will happen? Now we have actually short circuited the port number 2, that is V2 is equal to 0. Upon shorting, this V2 will be 0. Okay. So see this equation number 1. This V2 will be 0. It means what? This term will be vanish. This term will vanish. It means what? V1 will be equal to minus BI2. So B will be equal to minus V1 upon I2. So write this equation number from equation number 1. B is equal to minus V1 upon I2 under the condition V2 is equal to 0. That is short circuit. This is called transfer impedance. Why impedance? See the ratio V upon I. V upon I is always I impedance. So it is called, this V is called transfer impedance. Transfer impedance, and the unit is ohm. Now see this equation number 2. This is I1 is equal to CV2 minus DI2. Now we have short circuited port number 2. V2 is 0, so it will be 0. This term will be 0. So I1 will be equal to minus DI2. I1 equal to minus DI2. See this? I1 will be equal to here. From this we can write here I1 will be equal to minus DI2. It means what? The parameter D will be equal to minus I1 upon I2 under the condition that V2 is 0. V2 is 0. Okay. The unit is same. Unit is actually unitless. Why? The numerator is current and the denominator is current. So it is called unitless quantity. D is having no unit. It is unitless and it is called reverse current gain. Why it is gain? Let me tell you. This one was also termed as gain. This one was also termed as gain, and this is also termed as gain. Why? Because numerator is same quantity voltage and the denominator is same quantity voltage. V1 is your input and V2 is your output. So whenever we get this kind of ratio, this is actually gain. That is V1 with respect to V2. That is input with respect to output. This is also your input with respect to output. So D is called reverse current gain. Reverse current gain, and the unit is unitless. Why unitless? Because numerator is current and denominator is current. So ampere get cancel out. So this is unitless. Now let us move towards some important facts of this ABCD parameter. The delta of this ABCD parameter is given by, that is, determinant of ABCD parameter matrix is given by that is delta is equal to AD minus BC. See this, let us understand from the matrix one, that is AD minus BC. Okay, so it is AD minus BC. Now, the condition for passive or reciprocal network. For this network to be passive or reciprocal, the condition is that delta must be equal to 1. That implies what? That implies AD minus BC must be equal to 1. That implies your, it will be either passive or reciprocal network. Passive or reciprocal network. Okay. Now next, the condition for electrical symmetry. The condition for electrical symmetry. For any network to be having electrical symmetry, one thing must be satisfied, that is A must be equal to D. That is, the diagonal element of the matrix must be same. That is, what was the diagonal element of this? This is A, B, C, D. This is a first diagonal element, must be equal to each other. See this. A must be equal to D for the condition to satisfy electrical symmetry. Now, ABCD parameters in terms of Z parameter. We have to just know the ratio, the value of ABCD parameter in terms of Z parameter. That is, ABCD parameter in terms of z parameter. Now we know the z parameter equation is from the z parameter equation we know that V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. That gives I1 is equal to 1 by Z21 this is bracket into V2 plus Z22 upon Z21 into minus I2. I have just rearranged by taking I1 outside this side of the equation. This is so simple. Now, from the second equation of z parameter, which was this was our first, and the second one is, see this is actually V1 is equal to Z11 into I1 plus Z12 into I2. This will give you on rearrangement. V1 is equal to Z11 put the value of I1, that is 1 upon Z21 into V2 plus minus Z22 upon Z21 into I2 plus Z12 into I2 plus Z12 into I2. Now this implies this will give you V1 is equal to, that is V1 is equal to Z11 upon Z21 into V2 plus minus I2 into Z22 Z11 minus Z12 and Z21 divided by, that is upon Z21. Now comparing these equations, this is call it equation number 4, okay, and call this equation number, this will be equation number 3. Now compare this equation number 3 and equation number 4 with the governing equation of ABCD parameter. What is the governing equation of ABCD parameter? This is ABCD parameters governing equation. This equation and this equation, that is V1 is equal to AV2 minus BI2, and second one is I1 is equal to CV2 minus DI2. With these two equations, let us compare this equation number 3 and this equation number 3 and this equation number. Comparing equations 3 and 4 with equation 1 and 2. Equation 1 and 2 is actually the governing equation of ABCD parameter. See this. Equation 1 and 2 are actually the governing equation of ABCD parameter. I'm going to show you. See this, equation number 1 and 2. Equation number 1 and 2. This is equation number 1 and 2. Written over here. This is equation number 1 and 2. See this, equation number 1 and 2. Okay. So, to get ABCD parameter in terms of Z parameter, so we have actually converted both two equations of Z parameter actually in terms of ABCD parameter. That is, in equation number 1 we are having I1 something, I1 is equal to something, and equation number 2 we were having I2 is equal to something, V1 is equal to something, V1 is equal to something. So comparing these equations, we get A is equal to Z11 upon Z21, B is equal to, see this, this is your B, the entire ratio, this entire ratio is your B. C is your 1 upon Z21 and D is Z22 upon Z21. Now let us move towards next topic, that is ABCD parameter in terms of Y parameter. We are actually interested to find out what will be the value of ABCD parameter in terms of Y parameter. So we are going to do the same analysis in a similar pattern. First of all, we will have equations from Y parameter, that is Y parameter equation is, you must be remembering, I2 is equal to Y21 V1 plus Y22 V2. What we are going to do now, we are going to rearrange this equation. We are doing nothing extra, nothing logical here, just rearranging, just to match the pattern of the equations, match the pattern of the equations of ABCD parameters. That is, here it is V1, keep V1 one side and send everything on the another side. That is, V1 is equal to minus Y22 upon Y21 into V2 plus 1 upon Y21 into I2. Now one thing must be noted here, put minus sign I2, put minus sign here. Okay, so minus into minus, nothing changes, it remains constant, it remains as it is. Why I put minus sign here? Because ABCD parameters put to I2 is outward. In power system, the current I2 is flowing outward, but in the block diagram, in the system diagram of the two port, it is inward. So to keep this is outward, I put minus sign here. Okay, this is outward for power system. This can be also written as V1 is equal to, let us understand, V1 is equal to minus Y22 upon Y21 into V2 minus of 1 upon Y21 into I2. And we have also, that is I1 is equal to quality question number 5, just quality question number 5, and we have another equation from y parameter I1 is equal to y11 v1 plus y12 v2. We are going to rearrange this equation. Rearrange the equation. Why we are going to rearrange the equation? Just to have the same pattern as it is having in ABCD parameter. On rearranging, we are getting this, that is I1 is equal to minus y11 y22 minus y12 y21 divided by y21 into v2 minus of minus y11 divided by y21 into I2. This is so easy. I have actually skipped 2 steps here. This is so easy to rearrange. You can rearrange. The key idea is to keep the pattern like this. This is I1 is equal to this. Quality question number 6. Now what we are going to do now, we are going to compare these equations. Compare this equation number 5 and 6. We are going to compare this equation number 5 and 6 with equation number 1 and 2. Compare 5 and 6 with equation number 1 and equation number 2, which is the governing equation of ABCD parameter. And by doing that, we will get the value of A, B, C, D like this. The value of A is minus y22 upon y21. See this? In equation number 5, this is your A. This is your A. And what will the value of B? This is your B. The pattern is similar. This is your B. Or what will be C? This is your C. As we have kept the similar pattern, this is your C and this is your B. So write it separately. We'll have B is equal to minus 1 upon y21. C is equal to minus y11 y21 minus y12 y21 upon y21, and D is equal to minus y11 upon y21. So this is all about your ABCD parameter. We have learned the ABCD parameters, its role in power system, to calculate short-term parameter, long-term parameter, and medium-term parameter in power system. We have also seen ABCD parameters in terms of Z parameter and Y parameters by comparing the governing equations of the Z parameter. Okay, so this is all about in this video. We will be having more two-port networks parameter in next subsequent video. We'll start inverse transmission parameter in my upcoming video. We'll see what is actually inverse transmission parameter. that is A dash, B dash, C dash parameter, in which we have studied ABCD parameter. In the next video, we are going to study about A dash, B dash, C dash parameter, or the inverse transmission parameter. We'll understand. The understanding of that A dash, B dash, C dash and inverse transmission parameter will involve understanding of this. Till now, thank you for watching.